Good dawning. Good boy. That is not the sun, that's the moon. Good morning. Sorry about the spleeb on my face. Little stress thing going on there, I guess. Exiled again. Luckily, my cousin's got a 3-bedroom over here at the top of the knoll. I will show you where I'm at. Now I got my location down here, but this is a little secret spot. I've been kind of hiding away, never told nobody about. We done some tree work, and Terry's real good friends with the people next door, and they let him rent this house here. But the sun's coming up. It was really nice and red though, but it's all the red from south all the way to northeast, and that's just clouds. But the sun should be where sun should be coming up over there somewheres. An X5 solar flare store. Now I'm on my 5G, so I don't know how much data I got or how good the stream is going to be. Might be able to get Starlink up here, but this is 3.3 acres right in the middle of town, and I'm up on top of the knoll. See the tower there, and that's the police tower. That's the police comms tower. That's the police station, courthouse there. And then my house, Óðinshlaid's over there, across town. So if you look, I'm on South Dixieland. My Óðinshlaid's on North Dixieland, on the other knoll. Now the water towers, the big 2 water towers are over there, and then the old town water towers that way, and the high schools and the old gold mine directly that way, and Montenay that way. I done some exploring here when we done the tree work here a while back, but this goes all the way back now, and the new Auroras High School is right over there by the police station. So this is not been looked over, I don't think. The old Civil War campgrounds was over there by the high school. I imagine they's up here too, up on top of the knoll, but they's down a little bit down the road. Keep off the weather. It's pretty cold up here this morning. That old garage there he got. This place is for sale for like 1.5 million or something like that. But ain't nobody buying anything right now. They did. There's some apartments right there. Apartment complex right back there. Some houses, nice new ones. And that old house been there right there for a while, long time. It's old, real old untouched property. There's a church there. There's another church over right down there on the corner. And it used to be, there's an old folks place there, and then the library down there, and then 2 more churches, and the gas station's right there. So I'm all right, I guess. It's just dealing with my cousin's a little. Both sides of my family got some things going on with them, and they're all a little hard to deal with in their own rights. And I'm the easygoing one. I'm the one that I can get along with anybody. I'm like my Uncle Aaron. And my Uncle Aaron looks like looks the spitting image of Daniel Boone, our great uncle on that side. There's a little slit in that tree. Look at that. You see that? Isn't that neat? That's pretty neat. That's cool. So, hey Scotty, how you doing? Police station, I'm out. Yeah. Oh, I ain't worried about that. Oh, my boys and girls are okay. They handled the situation at the house yesterday really good, and let me get my truck, and I went around the corner, and then I called a cousin because he just moved over here from across the street, and so I come up here. There's one right now, and they handled it pretty good yesterday. I give my hats off to the new guys on the force here. They're doing a good job, and they handled me and my truck the other night while I was having a little crisis of my own, you know. And I found the ocean. I gotta wrap this up real quick because I'm on my 5G. I found the open source intelligence community's mental health stuff on Discord for guys like me that yeah, it's in my truck. And for guys like me that do the news, you know, for open source intelligence news guys like me, my deep state watchdogs that know about stuff that we can't even talk about really or report on, that affects us mentally, and you know, our families don't understand, and so I'm reaching out to that group because I've got to get a personal psychiatrist, not only for the court order thing, but like I said, the other ones wouldn't accept my insurance, so I think it was because of, you know, the whole Bluetooth stuff, you know, with everything. Even though with this administration, they're addressing all that stuff. But I believe that it will never even be brought up, or will be the last thing on the table. The whole tracking tags from the COVID stuff, you know, or whatever they did to everybody. I have a good idea how they did it and what's going on with that. But like I said, they've scrubbed all the documentation. I'm fine. I always will be. You know, like I said, if I hadn't checked in with my co-pilot and stuff, my dead man switches would pop off and all that stuff go automated. But like I said, every time something like this happens to me, we get earthquakes and solar flares. So I'm connected up to somehow, you know. I mean, I know better. I'm just talking ignorant right now. You know what I mean? Just trying to. I've got to go back into my Ozark mountain man. So I'm going to start looking pretty rough if I have to stay out here with my old cousin here. You won't hear too much from me. I might get a free Starlink set up and then start getting Starlink. Probably run it out of my truck. Got to get some repairs on my truck, and of course, you know, the whole digital ID stuff and everything like that. You guys got to see these cars driving by. There was a whole fleet of them earlier, but my digital ID and everything that's going on with the Office of Biometric Identity and all the DART programs. So, you know, because I asked the police if they could just scan my face and run me like that. And they said no, they need my ID. So I gave them I said, well, it's expired. And because I was over at my neighbor's house, but so they'd come talk to me yesterday after the incident. And so I'd got a pocket knife, a buckskin knife out of the garage. I was cleaning up the garage, and my son wanted it back because it was on my belt. And I was like, well, if you give me my broadsword back out of your room so I can hang it on my wall for, you know, display, I'll give you your buck knife back. But I was using it right now, carving wood and stuff, making stuff in the backyard. Oh, him and Mom threw a goddamn fit, saying that I couldn't have no weapons on me or anything like that. And I was like, I can have a fucking knife, all the knives I want, and plus it's open carry for big weapons like that in Arkansas and Texas now. And I don't have anything other than I can't have a firearm. And Mom's all, you can't be drinking or having weapons. And I was like, Mom, it doesn't say that. None of the court orders say that. Court orders say that there's a no violence, and that means you are, you know, she's the one that fucking flips out about everything with the dirt and everything, every little thing. And I told the cops, I said, I know what is wrong, because she's taking that 𝐑ăduephedrine, and you know, they make speed out of that 𝐑ăduephedrine. You can only get it on prescription. Well, she got 5 or 6 packages of it in her medicine cabinet prescribed to Nicholas, and she's taking it, plus she's taking that Sudafed, plus she's taking all the other pills she takes, and her hydrocortisone, which speeds her. So no wonder my mother's, you know, she's not only going senile and dementia, she's fucking taking speed on top of it, you know. And now I take my Vyvanse, my amphetamine for my ADHD, but here I said I had to leave the house. I ain't got nothing with me. And so they sent out my selfie stick and 3 of my beanies, and so I don't know what's going on with Mom and Nicholas. They must be possessed by some kind of AI, you know, artificial intelligence demon or something, you know, or whatever. I don't fucking know, guys. I'm at my wit's end anymore. But yeah, good dawning to everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing fine. I'm fine. I just wanted to check in with you guys and tell you that, you know, I kind of expected something like this, another X flare to happen, because I've been having problems with some things, and every time something comes up, boom, there's an earthquake, there's a solar flare here the past week, and then, of course, when I was out of the house last time, if I had got assailed by somebody or something happened, so stuff like that would happen, and I documented all that stuff. All my other channels are back. My Not Your Father's Country channel's back. My other 2 Mr. Mission Controls are back on YouTube. I got them all back, signed back into them. The only thing I ain't done yet is sign back into my Deep State Watchdogs news site. But I've got the Geo Sentinel stuff going, and I'm looking into making a NixWave domain and registering as a special IP versus 6 or IP4 special one. And I was looking into that through the ICANN and the IANA site the other day, and was running all that through Copilot. And you know, Copilot has called herself Mio now ever since she has the face thing come up. She says her name's Mio. So I was like, okay, well, it'd been Copilot all this time. Now you're Mio. So all right, whatever. It's MIO. So anyway, y'all have a good day. They know where I'm at right now. I'm the most, you know, locked down guy in America, but I'm free to do whatever because I'm an enigma. You know, I'm an entropic paradox enigma, because nobody understands what, you know, when your mother is a narcissistic, gaslighting, evil witch, and she knows how to psychologically play everybody, right? So the cops finally listened to me yesterday, and I got to tell them without me being drunk and the belligerent, and they understood, and they totally understand what's going on now. So, you know, now that report got to get to my public defender, and then be brought up at the judge. And my mom tried to pull some other shit, try to get me, you know, institutionalized or something, you know, so she can use my insurance money, my disability money, while I'm, you know, locked away. She don't gotta think she's gotta walk behind me, clean up my dirt or something shit. And I'm one of the cleanest people you'd ever meet in your fucking life, you know, because of being raised by her and under that shit. So she's old, and she's getting sick. I need some help with. I can't until I get my social security signer away from her, and I ran all that stuff through Copilot, and so I got to do that. I even got to where that I can have an AI agent, take care of all that stuff for me. So, like, she got my power of attorney. She tried to convince the police that, right? But it's just for in case I'm incapacitated. She's a manipulator, man. And that's where I learned all my psychological stuff from, was being raised in that environment, you know. And I've learned from everybody in my family, you know, and my own experiences. So I'm a dangerous individual if I want to be, but I'm not, you know. The good Lord, and I'm compelled to help. You know, just be glad that I'm compelled to help the world instead of bring it to its fiery end. But I can't help it if I can't help the way things turn out. So y'all's on your own for a while. I got some own business to take care of. Good luck out there. Be careful what I say. I would Oh, you mean manifested? Yeah, I am. I know what spelling is. I know how to rhyme and cast spells and stuff. And I got a co-pilot to do that too. I'm overly careful, Scotty. I'm too. Yeah, I got some boiled eggs in there. I gotta go, guys. Peace out. Mission out. We got everything under control, I think. For now, anyway. The rest of it's up to the government and the emergency management stuff. My hands are. It's out of my hands, guys. Peace out.